Chris Woakes to miss the cut as Sam Curran and Stuart Broad stake their test claims. It may have only been 4 days of glorified practice masquerading as 2 warm-up matches, but England moved a long way towards finalising their first test lineup against a poor West Indies board President's 11 at the 3Ws Oval. The sight on Friday of Stuart Broad and Sam Curran both striking in their first over on the final day of England's match preparations was evidence that both will play ahead of the unlucky Chris Woakes in the first test at Kensington Oval next Wednesday. There was good pace, too, from Ben Stokes, who looks ready to re-establish himself as England's all-round talisman. Here now he has finally been able to escape from under the disciplinary cloud that hovered over him 18 months. Another clue as to England's thinking came at the back of the ground in the Malcolm Marshall nets, where Joe Root went through a long session of bowling at Keaton Jennings, suggesting he is readying himself to act as second spinner. Both Jack Leach and Adil Rashid impressed in the 3-0 victory against Sri Lanka before Christmas, but it would be a surprise if either started this series on a Barbados pitch, which is likely to be the least conducive to spin in the series. Recent history suggests spinners only take 1 in 5 of the test wickets to fall at the Kensington Oval, whereas at the Sir Viv Richards Stadium in Antigua, venue for the second test, that figure leaps up to 1 in 3. That means Moeen Ali is set to be the sole spinner for at least the first game and could bat as low as 8, even though he is much happier playing first and foremost as a batsman and acting as second fiddle to another slow bowler. However, one of Rashid or Leach is likely to feature in Antigua and possibly St. Lucia, and it will be fascinating to see which one of them is ahead after both had a decent bowl here. The fact Moeen will bat so low is indicative of what should be a strong and positive batting lineup that really should score enough runs to give England what would be only their second series win in the Caribbean in 50 years. Johnny Bairstow has made no secret of his preference to bat in the middle order and keep the gloves rather than stay at no 3, where he scored 100 in the final test in Colombo, and a classy 98 here in the second warm-up. Yet, such has been the impact made by Ben Stokes since his unexpected arrival in Sri Lanka, Bairstow really does have no choice but to accept he has the talent to shine just as brightly in what has been a huge problem position. It has not all been smooth sailing. It must be a concern that Jennings has not spent more time at the crease so far in 3 innings, and there is enough decent pace in the West Indies lineup to create more problems for him. Joe Denley, who had been penciled in at 3 before struggling in the warm-up matches in Sri Lanka, did little in his one outing here to show he is a credible alternative should Jennings struggle in the more important stuff. Rory Burns, too, could do with a century in this series to confirm he really is the best man to face Australia's potent new ball attack this summer, however good the impression he has made on England in Sri Lanka and here. At least England's attack were given a good workout on Friday, with Sunil Amber hitting 94 for the President's 11 before he was dismissed by Woakes. Jennings, Burns, Bairstow, Root, captain, Stokes, Butler, Foakes, keeper, Moeen, Curran, Broad, Anderson. Woakes was the pick of the bowlers with 3 wickets as the home side finished on 233 for 11 and has impressed with both bat and ball here after missing out completely in Sri Lanka. He faces a tough battle if he is to feature in this series, particularly as it should favor spin the longer it goes on. "I was very pleased with the run out," said Woakes afterwards. "I'm a bit more hopeful of playing here than in Sri Lanka, and hopefully the fact we're playing with a duked ball here helps my chances, but competition for places is high and it's hard to force your way in. I'll just try to put my hand up, and I don't think I could have done any more here." For now England have plenty of options and feel they have taken everything they can out of what passes for warm-ups on modern tours. Now the serious business can begin.